is going on? This is Shaylin from Altcoin Buzz here to report the news for today. So let's get straight into it. So we can see the price of Bitcoin over $10,500 today, Ethereum above $850, and Ripple getting close to that $1 mark at sitting at around 93 cents. So you guys are probably wondering, in this market condition, why is it so volatile? So here's an expert take as to why the cryptocurrency market is so volatile. And here are a few reasons. So no intrinsic value. So despite the company size valuation, cryptocurrencies do not sell a product or earn revenue or deploy thousands of people like a traditional company. There's also lack of regulatory oversight, meaning that cryptocurrencies are not regulated in a mass adoption type of way, which means that we are starting to see a lot of market manipulation. Lack of institutional capital, which means that not a lot of people are actually putting capital in, except for the people that really believe in cryptocurrencies. But in comparison to that, compared to the entire world, it's a very small, it's a very small ratio. And thin order books, we have long-term versus short-term mentality, where people are just looking at it to make a quick buck in the short term, whereas the long term, like us, who are looking for it the long term, we put in some capital now and we expect to make a massive return in the future. We also have this herd mentality, which we've seen last year, where a lot of people were just buying cryptocurrencies just because of the hype and just trying to make a quick buck also. So when will the volatility decrease, and when can we expect this to happen? Well, we will only start to see this when we start seeing more regulation. But with that being said, we do not want to see over-regulation. For instance, over-regulation like what China has done and just completely banned everything altogether, making it really hard for anyone to really get involved. What we need to see is adoption and regulation to the point where the government is actually looking after their people. For example, what they're doing in South Korea is regulating it enough so that people can actually get in and get out safely. And not only that, it makes it feel like the government is actually looking out for them, as compared to just leaving them in the dark and having no regulation and being like the wild, wild west. So these are the reasons. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Why do you think the market is so volatile, and what do you expect it to do by the end of 2018? That's my question for today. So Taiwanese central bank sees a future in blockchain payment system. So Yang Chen-long, the new governor of Taiwan's central bank, indicated in a speech yesterday on February the 26th that the bank will be open to exploring more blockchain technology. So if you guys have actually been looked at how the banking system works, I definitely think it has a lot of room to improve. Hasn't really improved except for like digital banking and so forth like that. But for the most part, with the ledger they've been using, it's so hard to even send a wire transfer. I mean, if I had to send a wire transfer to someone in UK, it'll take a couple of days, where if I send them cryptocurrency, they'll receive it in a couple of minutes. Like, there's a big difference from that. So I hope to see more application with it coming for banks. I'm really interested to see how Taiwan Central Bank is going to take this on. So 5.7 trillion investment company known as BlackRock says cryptocurrency will be widely used in the future. So we have mentioned this before in the news a couple of weeks ago. Well, it looks like they have just added on to that statement. They said the world's largest investment company known as BlackRock has continued its bullish forecast for cryptocurrency, saying that it will be wider used in the future in its weekly commentary report released on Monday, February the 26th. So it looks like they are looking at blockchain as being a massive thing in the future. I do know a lot of people, who are big in this investing funds. You get the people that are really bullish, you get the people that are kind of on the fence, and then you get the people that are just calling it outright scams. So really interesting to see such a big company taking this approach to saying that, cryptocurrency will be widely used and there is a big future for it. So definitely looking out for this and seeing what is up in store next. So messaging apps may hold the key to cryptocurrency adoption. So we know that we are looking for something out there that is really going to get the masses on there, really to use cryptocurrency. And I don't think a lot of people are actually looking at messaging apps right now. They're looking at all these platforms like Facebook, whether or not they're actually going to launch it. But if you think about it, where you can control the conversation is where you're actually going to be using, monetary gains, and where you're going to actually use cryptocurrency. Well, where you actually can use cryptocurrency here. So if you look at Facebook messaging app, for instance, they have over 900 million people using it monthly. We look at WhatsApp, they have over 1 billion users using it. All of these messaging platforms, they use it so much. I believe on Facebook right now, you can actually send money across. Well, at least in my country, you can. So if they have this application where you can actually send, for instance, a cryptocurrency that way, I definitely think that will speed up mass adoption, because you're giving them that accessibility to a feature, and they definitely want to go out there and test it. And of course, I do believe that is the future if you can do that. For instance, we've seen Kick, get introduced with a cryptocurrency coin. We've seen Telegram getting introduced with its ICO. Who's going to be next? Is it going to be WhatsApp? Is it going to be Facebook Messenger? I guess we're just going to have to wait and see as time plays out. So this is some breaking news. Steve Wozniak loses 7 Bitcoin in an unlikely credit card fraud. So if you guys aren't aware of who Steve Wozniak is, he worked alongside Steve Jobs, so he's actually the co-founder of Apple, and he allegedly lost 7 Bitcoin due to fraudsters using a stolen credit card, according to the India's Economic Times reported on Monday, February the 26th. So he goes on to say, as it was stolen from a credit card number, you can never get it back. So I really hope, well, I'm sure it's not really going to affect him because he is really wealthy, but even with that being said, he lost a lot of money, and that really sucks that he has to go through such a thing. So I hope we see more enforcement so that this does not take place once again. So this is some really awesome news. So Circ phone packs built-in hack-proof cryptocurrency wallet. So we've seen a lot of hacks over the last couple of weeks. For instance, with NEM, CoinCheck, and so forth like this. I definitely think that we need to see more introductions to hack-proof cryptocurrency wallets. So if you've recently amassed a cryptocurrency fortune and need a secure phone to manage it, look no further than the Circ phone. So with this phone, you can actually store all of your cryptocurrencies in a way that apparently is hack-proof. I haven't personally tested it myself, but I love to see innovation, and I'm really interested to see how this is going to play forward. I really hope that we see, more enforcement, maybe even like two-factor authentication as well as more introduction to maybe like ID scanners or something like that, so that it isn't so easy for people to lose their Bitcoin, such as Steve Wozniak or any other people in the space, because the easier it is to take a cryptocurrency, the less people are actually going to get introduced to it, because, they're going to be like, if I put all my money into this and then suddenly I wake up one day and it's not even in my account, I can't even contact this person, how are we going to stop this? So I definitely think that a hack-proof cryptocurrency wallet has a lot of, features that could be used for the future. So let's head over to Twitter and let's see what new updates we have. So we do have this update from Electroneum, and as you can see, a cheeky TV network interview with TVR3. So it looks like they were on Romanian television and they had an interview. So I'm looking forward to when this gets posted to see exactly what new updates they have. Binance also has this update with PCBT. If you guys aren't aware of what that is a Block Mason Credit Protocol. So it looks like they airdrop for the top 500k BNB holders on Binance. So you guys can go and grab it here if you guys are interested in that. Verge also has an update. So Verge fam, here's our marketing question and answers. So if you guys are interested in Verge, definitely go and check out their YouTube video, which will be on their Twitter, which you can find it right here. And that is it today for the news, guys. If you guys are new here, be sure to follow us on Twitter at altcoinbuzzio. We're also on Instagram at altcoinbuzz, and we're constantly posting updates all over the place. We have a Facebook group called the Altcoin Buzz Army, which I do know a lot of you people are in there, but if you guys aren't in there, I'll leave a link to that listed below, as well as our Twitter, our Instagram, and of course our podcast. If you guys aren't subscribed on there, we're launching new updates and new interviews with some of the biggest people in cryptocurrency. So I'll leave a link to everything linked below where you guys can check us out. And that is it for the news, guys. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, turn on post notifications on our YouTube videos. That way you are constantly up to date when we launch a video. And that is it for me today, guys. I will catch you guys on the next video.